I didn't realize that these were the answer. Over the last while, we've been working hard to build a foundation to understand more about how to not only get healthy, but how to stay healthy. I'm Dr. Joel Feeman, and I realize that much of what we've been sharing with you is common knowledge to many people. But because of the continued rise in sickness and disease and pains that people are suffering with and problem, I'd rather over-deliver than leave you confused or lacking some information that you need for you and your family to truly heal and be healthy the way God created you. And listen, what I'm sharing with you is something that most doctors and most patients don't understand. The problem is that by not knowing, you can make mistakes that can affect your life and your health. This can then lead to wasting a lot of time and a lot of money. According to research, when you break it down, there's only two reasons for sickness, disease, and premature death outside of some sort of freak accident. And it really comes down to either toxicity or deficiency. Now, I'd like to break that down even further by talking about things that you can become deficient in, leading your body to then be deprived of what's needed to be that full expression of life and health the way you're created. Don't worry though, I'm going to keep it super simple and streamlined so we can get you the concepts that you'll be able to understand and apply for better life and better health. You see, part of having a health and life transformation is asking a new set of questions that challenge the way we've lived up to this point that has positioned us to where we are. These questions have to be good enough to answer and to be able to help guide you and lead you in the direction that produces results. In other words, if nothing needed change, all would remain the same. But then again, if you want to get somewhere different, then you have to ask a different series of questions to be able to lead you into a different place. Allow me to explain. Let's say a patient came into the office and wanted to be rid of a certain particular symptom. And if that particular patient is like most people, they would come in and say, well, what can I take in order to feel better? Now at this point, you probably know that chasing symptoms is not such a great idea, but hold in there for just a moment. The real issue comes down to when you chase a symptom and try to take something for a mal feeling, let's say, to get that kind of response is merely to look for a short-term result. And please understand, I get that. In fact, most people do that. We don't want to go through life feeling bad all the time. But in the same sense, if we want health and long-term sustainable healing, then those questions aren't good enough to be able to get the outcome that you really deserve and what you're looking for. Think of it this way. If you were to ask yourself a different series of questions, you may ask questions like, what is causing my body to have to adapt or work so hard? Is there something I'm doing or have done that is causing my body to respond this way? Is my body deprived of something that it needs for better healing? Is there something that's interfering with my body's ability to innately express life and heal at its best? Is there something I'm doing that's keeping my body from healing the way I'm created? Or what can I do to work with my body instead of against my body? You see, there are tons of different potential questions that we should be asking ourselves, but generally don't. The point brings me to this. If toxicity and deficiency are what cause the body to come into a place of sickness, disease, pain, or symptoms, then the real question comes down to, in this particular instance, what am I possibly deprived of that my body needs to heal at a higher measure? Now, that wouldn't negate the fact of what toxins are coming in that's inhibiting this, but for the time being, I want to focus on the deficiency aspect. You see, there are many things that the body needs in order to heal and function and be well. But if we break it down into the four most important essentials, it really comes down to optimal life flow or nerve flow, optimal oxygen intake, optimal hydration, and optimal nutrition. And although there are many things that the body needs to survive here on this earth, when you really break it down, for physical health, you need a nerve flow, oxygen, water, and nutrition. You see, simply put, if you are deprived of nutrition and food, without some sort of pre-existing health condition, most people can go for many weeks before they would die. On the other hand, if you're deprived of hydration and you have no water source, instead of weeks, now you only have a few days before you would expire. In the case of oxygen, you only have a few moments before you become hypoxic, where your body needs oxygen, can't get it, and therefore you would die within just minutes. But when it comes to communication, if you were to take the nerve and you were to cut off all of the nerve flow that goes to your kidney, heart, lung, or thyroid, your body cannot live at all. In other words, if you were to take the nerve and cut even the spinal cord in half, although those organs are designed and created to live 80 to 120 years of vibrant health, and that's the potential, without a connection, the body can't heal. And that is simply just like that of a light bulb. If you have a light bulb with no nerve, with no energy to give it light, it can't do what it's designed and created to do. Remember, it's your nervous system that controls all function and all healing within your body. And when your body is deprived of the nerve flow, the communication that it needs between the brain cell and the tissue cell, your body begins to function poorly, and abnormal physiology then leads to a place of sickness, disease, and symptoms. So if there's subluxation, bone out of place, and irritated nerves, your body functions less than 100%. But if that life flow is disconnected 100%, the body becomes instantly deprived, instantly dead. But then again, if subluxation, bone out of place, irritated nerve causes the body to function at less than 100%, let's say the nerve flow is deprived at 100%. With no life flow, there's no life at all. You see, when it comes right down to it, I want you to have a full, crystal clear understanding of what it takes for you and your family to heal and be well. I don't want you to ever doubt your potential, nor do I want you to miss out on anything that life has to offer. Your chiropractic care is vital to optimize function and healing. And at the end of the day, your body will always do better with less interference than with more. Again, I'm Dr. Joel Feeman, here to help you and your family to understand more about health and healing. You were created with this amazing potential to heal and be well. Keep your body free of interference. Allow the life to flow where your brain and your body can communicate at its best. And when your brain and your body are communicating optimally, your body is functioning, it's healing, you're well, and that's good news. Until next time, God bless.